Hey, I hope everybody's had a good Sunday. I've just kind of been lazy. We did a little bit of grocery shopping, but we're gonna get on this cabbage soup. We're using the thick cut bacon, and I'm just gonna cut this up and go ahead and get my bacon frying real quick. You can use any kind you want. We like the thick cut even for our breakfast bacon. So again, I'm just gonna let this fry a little bit while I'm kind of prepping the other stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the cabbage up, put it in a bowl, and go ahead and get it washed. I like to wash it and set it aside and let it dry out a little bit before it's time to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on that. I use a whole head, and I would say probably a medium size cabbage head. You can use as much as you like, and we use the whole cabbage. We eat the whole cabbage. I know some people don't, but we do, especially if we're making a soup out of it. I use a large onion. A lot of people I've noticed use the red onion in cabbage and cabbage soup. I like the Vidalia, and so does my husband. So, not the Vidalia, I'm sorry, the yellow onion. But I'm going to go ahead and just add that in there with my bacon and let that soften up a little bit. And then I'm going to take my bacon out once it cooks. I'm going to leave my onion in there. And I'm going to just add my sausage to the same pot that my bacon grease is in and my onion is now cooking in. Add as much of the minced garlic as you want. I had about that much left. I went ahead and just threw the rest of that in there. I'm going to let that cook just a little bit. Once my sausage is done, I'm going to go ahead and just add my cabbage to it. I'm going to add a whole thing of this beef broth. And that's going to be my soup base. The only kind of seasons I add is salt and pepper. I don't do a whole lot of salt because I do have the bacon grease, but I do a good bit of pepper, and then I do add some of the Slap Your Mama. We love that seasoning. Again, I don't add a whole lot. And then I'm going to get the fried cornbread ready. Put my grease, about 1.5 cups of cornmeal is what I use. I just do salt and pepper, and then I put the water in there and make it just a not too runny, but a thinner consistency, and slap it in that hot grease and flip it over, and we're done.